The Broadway world has seen its share of rivalries, but the one between Patti LuPone and Audra McDonald is undoubtedly one of the most iconic and complicated. In a new interview for The New Yorker, published on May 26, 2025, LuPone didn't hold back when discussing her former friend McDonald, declaring unequivocally, "She's not a friend anymore." The Broadway Legends feud, which has simmered under the surface for years, has now reached the public eye once again, adding a layer of drama to the ever-evolving saga of these two powerhouse performers. LuPone, 76, known for her no-holds-barred persona, spoke candidly to The New Yorker's Michael Schulman about her estranged relationship with McDonald, 54, though she kept many of the details shrouded in mystery. She explained the falling out was something that had happened a long time ago. But when pressed about what had specifically caused the rift, LuPone remained tight-lipped. "I don't want to get into the specifics," she said, before clearly stating that the two are no longer close. Her comments come amid the excitement surrounding McDonald's most recent turn as Rose in the Gypsy revival, a role LuPone herself won a Tony for in 2008. When asked about McDonald's performance, LuPone, who is never one to sugarcoat her feelings, seemed to lose herself in thought. After a long, pregnant pause, she turned to the window, gazing out, before remarking with a sigh, "What a beautiful day." The moment was telling, an ambiguous response that could easily be interpreted as a snub. McDonald, for her part, is no stranger to accolades, recently earning her 11th Tony nomination for her portrayal of Rose, making her the most nominated Broadway performer of all time. She holds the record for the most Tony wins with 6, compared to LuPone's 3. But the two women, despite their shared history of performing together, clearly no longer see eye to eye. Their past collaborations have been a mix of both professional respect and palpable tension. The pair performed together in 2007's Rise and Fall of the City of Mahogany at the LA Opera, as well as the 2000 New York Philharmonic concert version of Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street, where LuPone played Mrs. Lovett and McDonald portrayed the Beggar Woman. While these performances were lauded, the friendship between the two always seemed to be strained behind the scenes. The mention of their relationship came up when LuPone was asked about a different public feud she had with Broadway veteran Kecia Lewis late last year. Lewis, who starred in the original Dreamgirls on Broadway, took to Instagram to call out LuPone for criticizing the Alicia Keys musical Hell's Kitchen, a show that she claimed was too loud. The remark sparked outrage, with Lewis accusing LuPone of being offensive, racially microaggressive, and rooted in privilege. Lewis took particular offense at the fact that LuPone's complaint came while the two buildings shared a wall, and the sound cues from Hell's Kitchen were reportedly bleeding into the space where LuPone was performing in The Roommate, opposite Mia Farrow. LuPone didn't mince words when responding to Lewis's accusations. "She calls herself a veteran?" LuPone snapped. "Let's find out how many Broadway shows Kecia Lewis has done, because she doesn't know what she's talking about." LuPone went on to boast about her own Broadway experience, stating, "She's done 7. I've done 31. Don't call yourself a vet, bitch." When Schulman reminded LuPone that Lewis had actually appeared in 10 Broadway productions, and not just 7, LuPone's sharp retort was to dismiss the number entirely, adding, "Don't call yourself a veteran if you haven't earned it." The controversy didn't end there. McDonald, always a fierce advocate for fellow performers, responded to Lewis's Instagram post with a series of supportive emojis. When LuPone was made aware of McDonald's gesture, she didn't hold back. "Exactly," LuPone said bitterly, "and I thought, you should know better. That's typical of Audra." The shade was unmistakable, and it's clear that the Broadway diva has little tolerance for what she sees as McDonald's blind allegiance to others in the community. Whether it's her candid remarks about McDonald, her ongoing Broadway feuds, or her unabashed love for certain productions, Patti LuPone remains as fiercely outspoken and unapologetically real as ever. As for McDonald, it seems clear that the two legendary stars are currently on opposite ends of a very public feud, one that doesn't appear to be ending anytime soon.